In this video, I'm going to show how you can quickly set up an Open Liberty development environment directly in an OpenShift cluster using a tool called OpenShift Do and the Open Liberty devfile stack. I'm going to start with a simple application called Application Stack Intro. This is just a basic JakartaEE MicroProfile app with an endpoint that returns a simple string. So I'll go ahead and clone this. And as you can see, this is just a basic Maven project. We have our POM XML and some source code. And you'll also notice the addition of something called a dev file. If you're not familiar with dev files, this is what defines the development environment and details how the application will be built, run, and deployed to the cluster. For the Open Liberty stack, this includes running your app in a custom development image, equipped with Maven, OpenJ9, and Open Liberty. So I'm currently logged into my OpenShift cluster. I can now create a new ODO project, which basically creates a new namespace within my cluster. I can do that with ODO project create. I'm going to call this my project. And if I go to my OpenShift console, I can see that I now have a new namespace called my project. Nothing running yet. I can now initialize this application as an ODO component. To do that, I can issue ODO create. I'll call this my Open Liberty component. And the app is now ready to be pushed to the cluster. I can do that with ODO push. Over in my console, we can see that we have a pod initializing, and this is building the application within that stack container. When the app is built, it'll be run in Open Liberty dev mode, which means that any changes I make are automatically picked up without having to restart the server, and also in this case, without having to restart the container. The stack also automatically creates a URL for this application, which you can access with ODO URL list. Let's go ahead and grab this and check out the REST endpoint. For this application, the endpoint is at API/resource. And we can see our simple string. So the app is now up and ready for development. Each time I make a local change, I can either reissue that same ODO push command, or I can have ODO sync my changes with the cluster automatically with a command called ODO watch. So I'm going to make a change to this application and have the endpoint return a different string. So I'll open that resource. Let's change this. When I save the file, everything is done automatically for me, and the application is updated out in OpenShift.